Hi fitness family and friends. My name is Veronica Fit, and I first started social media using Facebook Live. And I started my journey on Facebook Live to improve my ahs and ums and my awkward pauses. And I learned very quickly that public speaking is something that I was interested in improving upon. At that time, I had already completed Toastmasters, and I thought this would be a great way for me to keep in touch with my fitness community, my family, and my friends. And then I started receiving feedback that some of the things that I was posting was really inspiring, and it was creating a really positive self-image out there in social media on different and various platforms. So I ultimately created a brand, Veronica Fit. And this is my first YouTube video. My people and my team and my colleagues said, listen, you've reached 5,000 friends and there are more people out there, and it's at your limit on Facebook, and you should be limitless, and you need to do YouTube Live. So here I am, fitness community, Veronica Fit, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about my journey. Many of you know me as a former Arizona Cardinals cheerleader, as a state pageant winner for Arizona. You may also know me from playing basketball in Arizona. You may know me as a mom. You may know me as a sister or a daughter or even a neighbor or fundraiser. Our son, Adonis, was 5 years old when life as I knew it changed. And I just wanted to share a part of that with you because all of those experiences brought me to where I am today. He's 5 years old and I was scared. I was like really scared. Adonis spontaneously lost his eyesight. In a matter of moments, he was seeing and then he wasn't. And after 11 surgeries, he ultimately decided he did not want any more surgeries. He wanted to go back to playing tackle football. Well, fast forward, our son is 6 years old and he just returns from the White House. He met President Obama and he spent time out there in Washington for about 5 days celebrating the 20th anniversary for the Disabilities Act. And he came home and he says, Mom, I'm ready to get back on the field. And I'm thinking, the field? Okay, how are you going to do that? You're blind. People don't usually do that blind. And so for about 18 months, I avoided the topic completely. I would hem and haw and I would talk about late registration. I missed a deadline. I can't find the web page. Hey, there's a new league out there and it's called flag football. I signed him up for flag football for 2 years. And then he said, Mom, I'm ready for tackle. And there was no talking him out of it. And at that time, I was too ashamed again. And I was just scared. I was scared for him. I was scared for me. I was worried about what the other moms would think. Fast forward, our son is 14 years old. He's been playing football for 10 years and 8 of it completely blind. And we're at a freshman orientation event for his private high school. And there's so many nice cars as we're gliding up the hill and we're passing estates and mansions. And the event started outside, and when we got inside, the pantry and the kitchen, I kid you not guys, it was larger than Adonis's bedroom. And I thought, okay, this is nice. And I was nervous to fit in. I was nervous to be too loud or too passionate. And my son called me out on it, and he said I was trying so hard to be perfect. And fast forward, Adonis is 15. And I didn't even realize that I was doing this, but I was droning on and on to myself about all the people that we were meeting at his private prep college school and how big the campus was. And I was telling Adonis to look out for the fountain by the technology building. And he says, Mom, I can hear the sound of water. I'm not going to fall in the fountain the first day of school. And I was just commenting to him about how amazing the school was and how big the campus was and how all the parents at the private school and their families were awesome. And I was comparing myself to the private school moms. And I said, you know, we can't be too loud in the parking lot. And I need to practice fixing your tie at least 4 more times. And Adonis stopped me and he said, Mom, you need to meet yourself. Do you hear yourself? And when he said that to me, it was like something changed, something clicked inside. And it was like he held up a mirror for me, and it was like he was showing me a different side of myself that I hadn't seen in a while. And he said, Mom, you should be jealous of yourself. Like, you're a leader on your job, you've won a state pageant, you have 2 master's degrees, you're a former NFL cheerleader, you have had more than one home that you owned at a time. Like, you're good at stuff, and Dad knows it and I know it. And he said, you need to meet yourself. And I thought, whoa, okay, he's dropping like truth bombs here, you know. And so he painted this image of me that I wanted to revisit and sit with for a while. And I think him and his diagnosis kind of threw me off kilter for a number of years. And so I was seeing myself as late. I was seeing myself as not put together, loud, passionate. But you see, that's where I was wrong, because I was comparing myself to others. And he had completed the application. He passed all the examinations. He met all the requirements. In many areas, he even exceeded expectation. So why was I comparing myself? So why was I trying to measure up? And I love the image that Adonis created for me in my mind, and I wanted to start a journey to figure out how to make that image stick. So eventually I landed myself on various volunteer committees fundraising, which is, as a family, something that we've done for years for the Foundation for Blind Children. And I began working with parents through the Mothers Guild, me on the Mothers Guild. And my personal and private mission began to create a program to help myself improve my public speaking skills. And eventually I created a brand, and it became Veronica Fit. So I was posting and sharing with the media and on Facebook about increasing self-worth and self-value. And it was kind of laughable because that originally was never my goal. So I started to wonder, how could I create self-image? And I'm going to tell you guys all about it in the future. But today I just want to thank you for taking the time to meet me. I'm Veronica Fit, and I'll see you out there soon.